Enjoying joy from simple things. Everyday life offers us small joys, but not everyone slows down enough to notice them. In the hustle and bustle of life, many people chase after luxury and expensive experiences, forgetting that true happiness often lies in the most ordinary moments. There is a delicate beauty in simple things that we often overlook. A peaceful morning with a hot cup of tea, a gentle breeze brushing against the skin, or the cheerful chirping of birds outside the window. These things don't require money, nor are they extravagant, yet they bring a deep sense of peace and meaning. Modern society pressures us to live big, stay busy, and stand out from the crowd. However, a simple life can still be filled with meaningful moments. Happiness is not about having more, but about appreciating what we already have. We don't need to do something extraordinary to feel that life is valuable. Sometimes, all it takes is to pause, take a deep breath, and allow ourselves to enjoy the simple things around us. When we learn to recognize and cherish small daily joys, we truly understand the meaning of a fulfilled and happy life. Escaping the pressure of hustle culture, slowing down for a happier life. In a world that glorifies productivity and success, it's easy to get caught up in the hustle culture, the mindset of working tirelessly to achieve more. Society constantly encourages us to stay busy, push our limits, and work non-stop to gain fame, wealth, and recognition. But is this really the path to happiness? The pressure to always strive for more makes many people feel they are never enough, that they must work even harder to be good enough. They spend time comparing themselves to others on social media, obsessed with images of a glamorous, exciting life. Yet in reality, these things often leave them exhausted, lost, and chasing an illusion of happiness. Instead of getting swept up in this endless cycle, why not choose a slower, more intentional life? A life not dictated by external pressures, where we can savor each moment and focus on what truly matters. Happiness is not in constant busyness, but in finding inner peace. Allow yourself to slow down, step away from the never-ending race, and find joy in simple things. When we stop comparing and seeking approval from others, we can truly live a meaningful and fulfilling life. Happiness is not a destination, it's a choice. Society teaches us that happiness is something to pursue, that only after achieving success, owning a beautiful home, driving a luxury car, or going on extravagant vacations, can we be truly happy. However, this mindset traps us in an endless cycle of expectations. We wait for something external to bring us joy, only to be disappointed when that joy fades and fails to fill the void inside. True happiness does not come from material things or external achievements. It comes from appreciating the present moment and the simple joys in life. It could be a quiet morning sipping coffee, a heartfelt conversation with a loved one, or simply feeling the cool breeze on your skin. When we let go of unrealistic expectations and stop chasing fleeting pleasures, we realize that happiness has always been within us. Instead of waiting for a big event to bring happiness, choose to find joy in everyday moments. When we stop chasing societal standards and learn to listen to ourselves, we finally understand that happiness is not distant. It has always been here, waiting for us to acknowledge and embrace it. Finding happiness in simple things. Happiness is not found in luxury or extravagance, but in the most ordinary moments of life. When we slow down and observe the world around us, we recognize the subtle beauty of nature and the peace in simple moments we once overlooked. A cool morning walk on a leaf-covered path, the soothing rustle of the wind through the trees, or simply sitting by a stream, feeling the fresh water against our hands. All these moments bring a calm and lightness that nothing else can replace. We don't need to wait for special occasions, expensive trips, or grand life events to enjoy happiness. Instead, we can fully embrace it in the simplest moments of everyday life. Peace doesn't come from what we own, but from how we perceive life. When we slow down, cherish each breath, and appreciate the sunlight filtering through the leaves, we realize that happiness is not far away. Instead of chasing something grand to bring joy, focus on the small yet meaningful things around you. In simplicity, we find fulfillment, tranquility, and a truly meaningful life. The joy of simple living. We often think happiness comes from big achievements, lavish vacations, extravagant parties, or remarkable success. However, real joy is found in the simplest everyday moments. A warm evening with family, trying a new recipe, or just curling up on the sofa with a soft blanket and a favorite movie. These small moments bring a sense of peace and happiness that nothing else can replace. Happiness is not something we have to chase or find in a faraway place. It is always around us, waiting for us to appreciate and enjoy it. Instead of waiting for a special occasion to feel happy, make each day memorable. By focusing on small joys, we realize that life is not dull or boring as many believe. On the contrary, simplicity brings a sense of wholeness and serenity. When we let go of the idea that happiness must be tied to grandeur, we feel lighter and more at peace. We don't need a busy or extravagant life. Sometimes, all it takes is a warm cup of tea in the morning, a quiet moment in nature, or a heartfelt hug from a loved one to feel completely happy. Happiness comes from the simplicity of life. In modern society, many people believe that a busy life filled with events and major achievements is the only way to find happiness. But in reality, happiness does not come from extravagance. It is found in life's simple moments. When we take time to appreciate small things, a peaceful afternoon with a hot cup of tea, a quiet evening reading a book, or simply feeling a gentle breeze, we realize these moments bring more peace than anything else. We don't need expensive trips or packed schedules to feel alive. A heart that knows how to enjoy the little things makes life truly meaningful. I no longer wait for a big event to bring me joy. Instead, I choose happiness in each passing day. No longer yearning for grand things, I find joy in what may seem small. Sharing a meal with family, watching a movie with loved ones, or simply enjoying the comfort of my home. Slowing down, embracing each moment, and cherishing simple things is the key to a meaningful life. When we know contentment, we always feel happy. Simplicity, life's greatest gift. In a fast-paced world, many people search for grand things to feel happy. But in reality, happiness does not come from extravagance. It comes from the simple, everyday moments around us. When I learned to appreciate simplicity, I realized that life doesn't have to be noisy or filled with big milestones to be meaningful. A peaceful morning with a cup of coffee, moments of relaxation with a good book, or simply enjoying the quiet of my home, all of these bring complete joy. Happiness is not in what we own, but in how we perceive and appreciate life. I no longer wait for special events or grand achievements to feel happy. Instead, I find joy in small moments, cooking a good meal, watching a movie with family, or simply enjoying the fresh morning air. These little things, though simple, have the power to make me feel whole and content. Simplicity is a precious gift in life. When we learn to appreciate and enjoy the little things, we feel more at peace and happier than ever. Life is not about waiting for big moments. It is about loving every small moment of the present. The beauty of simplicity, a precious gift of life. In the fast-paced rhythm of life, many people chase after grand achievements to find happiness. However, true happiness does not come from extravagance, but rather from the simple moments surrounding us every day. When I learned to appreciate simplicity, I realized that life doesn't need to be loud or filled with milestones to be meaningful. A peaceful morning with a warm cup of coffee, a quiet moment reading a book, or simply enjoying the serenity of my cozy home, all these bring me complete joy. Happiness is not about what we own, but how we perceive and cherish it. I no longer wait for special occasions or significant events to feel happy. Instead, I choose to find joy in the little moments. Cooking a delicious meal, watching a movie with loved ones, or simply breathing in the fresh morning air. These simple things, though small, have the power to make me feel fulfilled and content. Simplicity is a precious gift in life. When we learn to appreciate and enjoy the little things, we experience a sense of peace and happiness like never before. Life is not about waiting for something grand to happen, but about embracing and loving the small moments in the present. Finding joy in a simple life. In this fast-moving world, many believe that happiness comes only from great achievements. But I've come to realize that true happiness is not found in luxury. It's hidden within the simple moments of everyday life. Simple pleasures like trying a new recipe, gathering around the dinner table with family, or enjoying a quiet evening knitting bring me a deeper sense of fulfillment than anything else. There was a time when I thought joy had to come from big events, extravagant vacations, or significant accomplishments. But I've learned that the smallest, most familiar moments offer the most lasting happiness. By appreciating simplicity, I no longer feel pressured to seek luxurious experiences or keep up with a busy lifestyle. Instead, I embrace each day with gratitude, from the laughter shared with family to the peaceful moments of sipping a warm cup of tea. These moments may seem ordinary to others, but to me, they are priceless treasures that make life feel whole. Life doesn't have to be rushed or extravagant to be meaningful. When we learn to cherish even the smallest joys, we realize that happiness is not a destination. It's the journey we walk through every single day. Embracing simplicity, the key to true happiness. Life doesn't have to be complicated or lavish to be meaningful. When I started appreciating the small joys in each moment, I realized that simplicity is, in fact, the key to happiness. I find joy in the simplest of daily activities. Experimenting with a new recipe at home can be just as enjoyable as dining at a fancy restaurant. Moments like staying up late, watching a movie with my daughter, sharing laughter, and cherishing every second together have become my most valuable memories. Rather than chasing extravagant experiences, I've learned to find happiness in the little things. Sitting quietly in the evening, knitting while listening to the wind outside my window, these seemingly ordinary moments bring me more peace than anything else. I don't need a busy or glamorous life to feel happy. It's the simplicity, the gratitude, and the ability to cherish each moment of everyday life that make me feel truly fulfilled.